Mexicali Fish Keeper. Hey, I know it's been a little while since I've made a video. That's because I've kind of been working on a couple of things that I'm trying to do a little differently here in my fish room. So I'm going to just walk around and show you a little bit of what it is that I have going on and share that with you. Since I haven't really built anything as of late, it's just more sharing with you the direction of what I'm doing with my tanks. So let me go ahead and turn you around and show you what I got going. Okay, the fish room's a little dark right now because not all my lights are on. It's still, the timers haven't kicked on. Really with this side of the fish room, I'm not doing anything radically different. It's more where I have my smaller tanks and the direction I'm going with that. I think I'm going to start focusing on breeding more live bears, I guess, and that's just kind of a default that I found myself doing, just because I seem to have more species that are live bears, and also because as much as I go around and around, I can't help but to come back to my original roots and the first fish that I was keeping, and the enjoyment I get out of guppies. So right now what I've got going in here, I've got several tanks where I've got some lines of guppies that I'm trying to breed out. I'm going to be experimenting with doing some crossbreeding to see what kind of colors I can get. As you guys can see, there's a little bit of fry in here. So, you know, that's kind of the direction that I'm going with. I have some black chin live bears in here that I'm also have some fry that are growing out. The original pair were able to reproduce, but then they passed away shortly after that. So now I have a few of them. I've got a long ways to go with these guys because I need to be able to breed them out and grow them out more than anything else. Now it's just a weight gain. Hopefully at least I get one male and a couple of females out of this, but we'll see. Over here I have the least killifish, and as you can see, there's a little bit of reproduction going on. Obviously the reproduction on these guys is going to be a lot slower. It's a little bit longer pace because they do have smaller clutches of not clutches, but more smaller bursts of live bears, and you know, it's just going to be a while. In here, these are from my mixed guppy tanks. And what I've done, I pulled a couple of guppies that I really liked the coloration and the patterns on their tails. My goal with this tank is to hopefully be able to get these guys to start breeding and having fry that'll look more like the guy that's right here. I think this must have some mosaic, red mosaic in it, blood in it, and it might have had at one point some double ear, because I did have two males that I had bought, and I had thrown them in just a mixed guppy tank, and I think this is part of what that lineage is. So I have him with some females in here, and then hopefully I'll get them to reproduce. In here, what I'm trying to accomplish, I don't know if you can pick up the coloration on this guy, but he's got some really nice greens and blues and stuff like that. So this is another one that I'm going to be trying to see if I can get to breed and hopefully start getting some fries with that coloration coming out from it. I know I'm a long ways from having a line or setting a line or any of that stuff, but at least it's giving me something to do in my fish room, especially because I'm so impatient and hyperactive that I need to have something going on at all times where I get bored real quick. So that's kind of what I'm doing there. In here, I have these guys that have some pretty unique tails. There's two males that I pulled out. I don't know about the coloration of the body, but more than anything else is I'm trying to see if I can get more to come out with that type of tail pattern on them. I just think it's pretty neat. I have no idea what you would call it. I don't think I've seen any other guppies from the lines that I've seen out there that consistently have a tail that looks similar to that. Here's another guy, another male in there. So we'll see what happens with that. These are not necessarily any real fancy stuff. As you guys all know, most of my fish come from PetSmart, if I'm honest, and from other hobbyists that have, you know, bred out their tanks. Here I just have some platies. and I'm seeing what comes out here. I'm not doing anything special or trying to line breed anything else in here, but I am having pretty good success with the Platies, and they're starting to grow out enough to where I might start taking some to the fish swaps or the auctions and selling them there. Down here on the floor, these are probably the better ones that I have. There are some red lace and blue lace that I recently purchased, and I'm going to try to get these guys to breed out too. I really like the coloration and the pattern on these guys. But that tank's all the way down to the bottom of the floor. So that's what I have going on there. And if you guys seen in my videos, my mollies are going crazy. I have so many mollies. Now I just got to grow them out. And you know, again, this will be another one that's probably going to be taking up to you know, the fish swaps or the auctions. And I know they don't fetch a whole lot of money because they're just live bears, but still, you know, it gives me something to do with them, and hopefully somebody can enjoy them as much as I do. I've got another little project that I'm kind of toying with this. I'm still not 100% sure, just because I don't know where I would put that tank. Well, I do have room, but I would have to reconfigure my fish room quite a bit to be able to do that. But they're kind of a pending project with these guys. And the other one has been what used to be my Tetra community tank. Has gradually been changing to my mixed guppy tank. This is where I've pulled out the fry, not the fry, but the males that I'm kind of trying to work with their lines have come out of this tank here. And this is just a hodgepodge of different guppies that I've managed to just grow out over time. The reason I say it used to be my Tetra tank, just with time, some of these Tetras have aged out and passed away. So now I just have, you know, all these guppies in here. There are a couple in here that I still, some males that I still would love to pull out. There's one that looks like a tuxedo kind of lineage. There he is, right there. That guy right there. I think that's a male that eventually I'm gonna try to pull and see if I can get more guppies to look like him. I tend to like colors, and that's just always been a thing. I've always been attracted to bright colors, and so that's kind of one of the reasons why I think I'm going back to guppies. It's just amazing, the different colors, the different patterns. For example, that's another one that's really neat. Well, be hard to point out, but that guy right there, I like the type of pattern that he has on his body. There's just so much to see that you can do with these guys. And you know, since I really do like to look into the tanks and enjoy them, I think that's the direction I'm going to be heading in. I still have my Pleco tanks, and that's not going to change. I think the male, if you can just see the bristles in there, is probably sitting on the eggs right now as we speak, if I can get that Cory to move out of the way. But down in there, you can just see the bristles sticking out. He's in there fanning away. And then I still have my electric blue acaras, and the clutch that they had, I wasn't really prepared to pull them out and raise them on a separate tank. So I just kind of let them be in here, and obviously these guys up here slowly but surely picked them all off, which I'm not too worried about. I think if I really want to breed these guys, I would have to pull them out and put them in a 20 gallon until the clutch or the eggs hatched out, and then I can put them back in here. But the reality is I don't want to have to deal with trying to catch them out of here. I would have to move a lot of the hardscape. It's just not worth the trouble that I want to go through, because it's just really me having to go through it and do that. But that's just a quick rundown. The angelfish, if they breed, it'll be in that community tank. Reality is fry will probably not survive because I got too many predators in there that would eat off of them. Being the angelfish themselves, I have some rainbow fish in there that would probably pick off the fry. So that's not going to work. So that's just really a quick rundown I've got going on in my fish room. Just kind of wanted to share that with you guys, especially since I haven't really put out a video in a while, and that's just because with my work schedule and working on also trying to on the live stream that I have and trying to prepare for that. I really haven't done anything in here. I haven't really built anything, which is usually what most of my videos are. But you know, again, I just wanted to share that with you guys so that you guys know what's going on. And so the next time you see my tanks, you can kind of have an idea of what I'm doing with them. All right. Well, thank you guys for being here. This is the short and sweet, and I'll catch you guys on our live streams on Saturdays. This is the Saturday coming up. We're going to do an all Spanish live stream. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Well, you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys.